RIVN was trending a couple of hours ago. This is Friday, the 13th of February 2026. In the post market session of yesterday, the 12th, the company posted a Q4 earnings and revenue beat with $120 million gross profit and achieved its first full year gross profit, setting up an R2 driven inflection with Q2 customer deliveries planned. Issues a cautious 2026 guidance for 62,000 to 67,000 deliveries, adjusted EBITDA loss of $1.8 billion to $2.1 billion, and capex of $1.95 billion to $2 billion. Expects about $2 billion from its Volkswagen JV in 2026, which is around $1.6 billion contingent on winter testing and $1 billion in non-recourse debt in October. Plans opportunistic capital raises and sees year-end 2025 cash at $6.08 billion. Okay, you can always pause and read, or you may find them, yeah, pause and read. Okay, so the main concern is delivering a smooth R2 production scale up and autonomy investments payback while managing cash and automotive gross profit volatility in a self described transition year. That's the main concern there. Okay. So let's see what we have. The stock is up roughly, I think, 8%, 8.13%. Volume 38 shares, slightly above its 50-day average. Yeah, let's see what we have on the 4-hour chart. Yeah, all of these are still pretty much what's going on. It will launch R2 SUV in Q2 of this year with initial margins under pressure. Pricing details expected around 45,000 will be revealed on 12th of March. Okay, yeah, we already know that already. Yeah. Okay, so this is the 4-hour chart. This is the spike we're looking at right now. The gain from the spike from the gain it printed. Yeah, in the regular session, it lost 5.15%. Yeah, let's see what we have. Okay, so as things stand right now, the extrapolation is saying that this strength might remain in place up till the end of today's trading session. Then after that, we're looking at the prospects of a contraction. Yeah, the prospects of a contraction towards Wednesday the 18th. Then after that, it might attempt to bounce again. No guarantee that will be the case. The 40 period moving average on this 4-hour chart is also expected to continue to rise. So the stock is trading way outside of its market greed. It hasn't. This is because it's happened in the post market session, and it hasn't. There's no time for this market greed to react. But at the same time, it's also indicating, if anything, even though it's still indicating that the stock has run up a decent amount of gain. There's a chance that it might pull back. At the same time, it may continue to advance. And when the grid expands, you may see something else totally different. We can see here there's okay. Let's see whether it printed any intraday high. Yeah, in the midst of all of this, it may have printed it's 16.7. Yes, intraday high. It has actually given up a decent amount of what it ran up. Yeah, 16.7. Let's see, does it have anything ahead in terms of resistance? We've seen that 16.7 is a resistance. Okay, yeah, let's see previous 16.7. Let's see previous projections. Let's see what we have here. 17.05. Okay, that might be a resistance, 17.05. And then we have 17 point, the 40 period moving average, this one. That will be next resistance, 17.61. But not very much. There are some $16 resistances somewhere, like here, 16.38. What's the probability of that reprinting? Let's see, 16.31. The probability of that printing again is slightly higher than 50%. Yeah, slightly higher than 50%. Yeah. Okay, let's just quickly return to the daily chart. It hasn't reflected what's going on right now. Okay, so before now, the stock was showing a lot of weakness within a longer term bullish trend. Now it is showing a lot of strength within a decent amount of strength within a longer term bullish trend. So it has a pivotal projection. Yeah, let's see, 17.07. So if it closes above that, then we are looking at the prospects of advancing towards its 40-day moving average, which is around $17.48. So currently it is at 15.96, 15.96. That's where it is right now, 15.96, somewhere around here, 15.96. Yeah, somewhere around here. That's where it is right now. So yeah, let's see, 15.96. Previously, there were some projections there, 15.96. Okay, so it's now way outside of this grid. So these are now supports: 15.58, 15.38, 15.17, a decent amount of support, and 15.35 from its 21-day moving average. A decent amount of support. If it pulls back, there's a chance we might get a bounce. If it pulls back, there's a chance we might get a bounce. So here we have, we're not going to read a lot of meaning into this because it has changed now, because it's now up. It's no longer the direction. The algos may be pointing to the upside, so we don't want to preempt the algos. So let's see what we have on its weekly chart. Okay, no extrapolations on the weekly chart here, but we can see whether we have any projections. 16.57, 19.83, they're all upper projections. Yeah. Okay, underlying trend is forming now. It's severely bearish. Yeah. Okay, yeah, just have a look and see what you make of RIVN. And thank you very much for watching this video.